なんだかブロードキャストが切れちゃったようだね。じゃあ続き始めていこうかね。ちょっと待ってね。なんかあんまり長くしすぎるとダメっぽみたいな感じなのかな。ちょっと待ってね。これは今配信できているのかな。んと、いや、なんかさっきの配信が一瞬途切れたから今新しいのに変えたんだけど、いけてる？確認中。だからちーちゃんが「ん?」って言ってるってことはいけてるってことやな。 OK、 ほなやっていきます。グリークブリッジ近くの家に住んでいたことを思い出した。グリークブリッジ近く、グリークブリッジ近く、絶対ここ。もうやね、慣れてきましたよね。いいね。絶対ここじゃなくない？家じゃなくない？そもそも家じゃない。ブリッジこれ？ブリッジこれやな。違う。この辺のお家怪しい。ギルデンの庭。ここやんな。家族ぐるみの古い友人の家がひどく荒らされているようだ。どうしたうっ。パニック。
Oof, a contortionist you were not.
ぐっちゃぐちゃ。
Disjointed vertebrae. Difficult to say if it was a way to start or finish him off.
脊髄が外れてしまっている。
A kneecap reduced to splinters.
膝の皿が粉々に砕けている。
A belt from a dressing gown. Curious.
部屋着。この引きずった跡みたいなのがあるけど。この辺まではいけない。手はあんま気にならん。 ちょっとあんまりこの映像をずっと流していたくはないねんけど、見つかんねえからさ。頭がハゲているとか関係ないよね。ちょっとジョン君、ジョン君助けて。あと一箇所どこや。この引きずった後気になんねんけど関係ないんか。引きずった後は関係ない。ズボンの前後ろ反対とかもない。操作ヒントをください。ちょっと待って、一回やめて、
A strong pull broke this leash.
高速が壊されている。そう。
Poke the elephant with this? Really? People are hopeless.
A pool of blood and saliva, possibly as a result of impact.
Sherlock, take a picture of the footprint. It's valuable evidence.
L2 でカメラを起動。
This photograph can help us find the old article about the elephants. The front page was fascinating. It was hard to believe as a child.
True. We may need it in our investigation. A royal suite for a favorite pet.
Plenty of food to satisfy even the most fastidious.
象飼ってまして、象が吹き飛ばしましてって感じか。こっちよね、こっちの操作よね。
He was certainly under pressure.
あと一箇所どこや。これか。いやー、こっちまで伸ばす。あと一箇所どこやろ。助けて、誰か。あった。今どっかにあった。一瞬見えた。
A missing pinky,
あ、
middle-aged.
小指がない。
It's none other than Theodore Gilder.
セオダギルね。
Boy,
小指ないんや。
Sherlock. Another death means another question.
And we shall answer the question. It's far too interesting to give it up to the police.
この事件には象が関わっている。資料室に行かないとあかん。
Hog heaven.
これは象の遊び場。
A sailor's knife useful for cutting wet and thick ropes. A sailor. A coal gas tank. Enough to pump up an airship.
パンパカネーション。パンパカネーションっていう象の象ちゃうわ。
Fresh signs of impact. A rough landing led to an altercation with this shed.
象が吹っ飛ばしたと。あらあらあら。象の資料はいいんか。セオドカを殺したのはゴライアスかもしれない。銃になろうとした象のゴライアスがセオドアゲルデンを襲ったのかもしれない。いやまあそれやろう。縄切りようない。事件現場にある声に何者からの縄切りようないことして、その名の通り縄切り。ゴライアスが殺したとして、そのゴライアスを解放したのは誰っていう話じゃなくて。いやこっちや。あ、違うな、ここで死んでるから。これだね。誰かが逃げたと。象は一人でどっかに行ったぞーって。他はこれか。
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
いやまあ象は逃げましたよね。象は逃げました。象は逃げました。
In a fit of rage, the elephant broke the chain and threw its victim on the ground with a fierce power. Escaping the scene, it pulled the body with it, but dropped it at the gate. At least some of this was witnessed by a third party who was hurled against the shed. The elephant can't have gone too far. I can still track it.
Well, suppose you find it. Then what? Push it all the way back to the
あ、
manor?
小屋まで吹き飛ばされたんか。なるほど。分かってたけど、なるほど。象は逃げ出してるので、象の目撃情報が欲しいんだぞ。
Destruction and trampled ground.
すいません。象知りません。
Can I ask you a question?
That's a question I can answer.
ブリークブリッジを渡り、かつてセオドア、あら、ブリークブリッジを渡りセオドアに連れた森。逆や。足跡は森に続いている。ほんま？っていうか、象が通った割にみんなそんな感じ？象、象、象、森はこっちかな。すいません。
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't want to talk to you, mister.
いや、あなたじゃないんで。いや、まあいいっす。もういいっす。もうこっちなんで。ここはいけません。でも森か。森やん。ほぼ森。 構見える範囲が狭いねんな。ここじゃねえな。おほ、え、なんか象探してたらヤバそうな見っけた。ヤギの何が、え激ヤバいとこ来ちゃった。ほら何も見てないどん。ほらは何も見てないどん。ああ、なんか死にそう、なんか死にそう、死にそう。象どこ？ゾウさん、ゾウさん、お花が長いぞ。そうよ、ゾウさんも。ゾウゾウゾウゾウゾウ。
May I ask you something?
So you think if we have money, we should bow to your whims? No, sir.
Is this familiar to you?
No, sir, I won't talk to you.
You obviously haven't thought this all through. Or are you just annoying these people on purpose? So many jokes I could think of. Okay, hear me out. If an elephant falls in the forest and there's no one around to...
John, no.
Oh, you're such a killjoy.
完全に名探偵しました今。ミュートでした。ありがとうございます。すんません、申し訳ございません。すんません、もうね、ずっと僕パオンどこってずっと言ってました。言うてまあ中身ないこと言ってたけど、パオンマジどこってずっと言ってた。あら、なんかある。
Strange. It was hung with care.
あ、これさっきの家の人のあれちゃん。福ちゃん。パオン。
The game has escaped us for now. We'll find a solution to the elephant problem later.
あなたとの友情はこの島住人たちの生活と同じくらい尊いもので、しかし残念でその友情もどうやらここまでのようです。周りに影響力がないと思われている住民たちにとってあなたの木は茶番である。あなたが望むような和平の象徴などとは考えていない。彼らが恐れているのはあなたが象の調教を専門家に任せるのではなく、ご自身の知識だけで行おうとしているということです。そんなことは許容できない。象をテイルアート氏に無理やり引き渡そうとも考えました。彼は象のピーンの世話をしている実績がありますからね。うん。はい。象は専門家に任せろみたいな。焚き火。この鍵は一体何なのか。そして私はこのヘルプをうまく使えていないね。このマーク一体何やったかなって思ってるもん今俺。いけない。この手紙のマークはあれなんだ。手紙ちゃう。本のマークは資料館行けってことやな。あ、いけちゃんこんばんは。おいす。配信終わったの？これいいよ。証拠の使い道を見つける。集中を使う。種類の人間に質問する。証拠の使い道を見つける。でロケーションを探すと。はいはい。これジョンの挑戦、ちょっとジョンの挑戦ってことか。これはほな無視しようか。セイドアギルデンの部屋着の中に鍵の束があった。これは使い道を見つけるのと、ロケーションを探す。どこで使えるんじゃいっつう話やな。これセオドアの家の鍵やろ絶対。謎解きゲー。いやまあ一般の人たちには難しいんじゃないかな多分。僕は IQ 約8000なんでサクッと終わっちゃうよ。あ、警察来てる。いやはい入りました。そんなサクッと入っていいの？
Gosh, what a mansion.
でこの鍵か。
You. Who are you?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. Theodore Gilden was...
Did you kill him? Did you kill the elephant?
It's not in the yard anymore. It escaped into the forest.
You can't let it go. What if it returns?
I highly doubt that, Miss...
Imogen Gilden. Please, I beg of you, find that dreadful beast that killed my father.
お父さん
I suppose
象
we
で
do need to
象に
learn
引
what
かれて
happened.
死にました。簡潔に頼む。
Focus. Be clear and concise. What happened? Just the facts.
I was here, packing my bags. My father was with the elephant. Then I heard the noise. Goliath made such a horrifying scream. Through my window, I saw how it lifted my father by his neck. So I ran downstairs. The elephant was dragging my father's lifeless body. I threw stones at the monster, so it dropped him. Then Goliath ran screaming, and I came back here and hid.
いや、追い詰める必要は
It
ない
is
な。
a
音
terrifying
なくなってる
experience,
から。
Miss Gilden. I'm sorry you had to go through it.
Thank you. Goliath must be caught, Mr. Holmes.
Well, thank you for the information, Miss Gilden. I did have some questions for your father. Perhaps you might help me with them?
I wasn't privy to much of my father's life, and it's very hard to think of anything at all with Goliath still loose. Please, Mr. Holmes.
Very well. Do you mind if I ask you more questions if I find anything that might help?
Anything to catch that monster.
その生態はいらんな。
Did you observe anyone else in the yard? Any of your servants, perhaps?
Servants? Do you imagine that we would have any with Goliath? No one wishes to work in this house, even for double pay. I didn't see anyone else. Only my father and that diabolical beast.
ボロクソに言うてるな。今じゃ事件現場には誰もいなかったと証言している。
Had Goliath been aggressive before?
It's dangerous, but it was never aggressive near my father. My father would do anything for Goliath. All the elephant had to do was clap its ears.
You envied him, the elephant, I mean.
Our house is called the House of Ivory. I've heard some people refer to me as the Ivory Girl, and my room stinks of the animal, as if it's me who lives in a pen and not Goliath. It's not envy, Mr. Holmes. It's just incredibly difficult to live like this.
あれあなたちょっと怪しいもしかして。
Miss Gilden, I was on this island 10 years ago, and your father knew my mother. I believe I even had the opportunity to ride that balloon outside, but I do not recall seeing you.
I lived at my late mother's in Sheffield at the time. I'm in no spirit to reminisce right now. The elephant is out there.
You've never heard the name Violet Holmes before? Perhaps your father...
Please, Mr. Holmes. With that beast roaming free, I can't think of anything.
Very well.
なるほど。とりあえず象をどうにか捕まえないと話を聞いてくれない。やれること少なくない？あれ？ちょっと待って。あ、いや、もう話すことない。あら。そう、大好きやん。
The nicest spot in the room. Mr. Gilden spent hours of his life right here.
Staring at an elephant's backside. What a wonderful life.
めっちゃ象好きやん、この人。象マニアじゃん。これ、インドのガネーシャね。インドの金運をもたらすと言われている神、象のガネーシャですね、おそらく。すんごい趣味。これ何？象だわ。
Oh, the pungent stench of an animal.
動物の香
Theodore
水
seen
持っ
some
た？
pink elephants with this.
象の香水ってあんた。臭そう。
I think Miss Gilden has barely matured.
いや、眩しい。反射で全然見えん。
A relatively functional choice to replace the finger.
ああ、小指のやつか。
I think they were closer than you and me, John.
I'm hurt.
まあ象好きってことは分かったけど、
What's so special about this place? Another elephant?
イボリバス。
A partnership annulled with a single stroke of a pen. A catchy title. I should take a photograph of the plants. I don't want to carry them around.
よっ。象牙の浴室を。セオドア・ギルデンが旅芸人の一座から象を購入。2人目の子供。
His second child? An apparent son and heir, I'd say.
とりあえずめっちゃ象好きってことか。
Quite the spectrum. From the history of the Roman Empire to conspiracy. Mother. It's nice to see her young and smiling.
ママです。
From before Mycroft was born. Our family loves to prod at the past.
Holmes's desire to rake up the past is hereditary.
見逃しはない。でもこの写真は象じゃないんですね。A. スウィフトという名前が、これ
A. Swift, is this name familiar to you? Your father had it removed from this plan.
Oh, that's Arthur Swift. I've seen him a couple of times here. He works with my father in the old city, digging up something ancient.
He is an archaeologist?
That's the word, yes. But to be truthful, I really don't think Mr. Swift is fit to be one. I've just learnt a lot about archaeology from my favourite book series. Oh, they are page-turners.
Inspirational, I'm sure, but would you happen to know where this Mr. Swift might be found?
I don't, but perhaps you can find out somewhere. My father's work with him is all official. Lots of boring legal papers with signatures and stuff.
And, which part of the elephant is in here? It's quite pungent.
Oh, that. It's elephant sweat.
象
Father
の
believed that it might
汗
replace traditional ambergris.
臭
Well,
そう。
that's true entrepreneur spirit.
I can't think of anything else right now.
OK。関係ないと。とりあえずこれはもうこの家の中には何もなさそうですけど、
I can always recognize the spirit of a true artist.
これ裏から出れると。これメッシやろ。誰あなた。
Why do I get the worst jobs?
わかる。
Why do I get the worst jobs? Why do I get the worst jobs?
特に関係なさそう。
An amount of attention that most can only dream of.
俺は何かな。
Didn't we get to fly in it as
気球
children?
か。
I doubt it could hold my weight today.
はいはいはい。
He was certainly under pressure.
こっちはあっち、これはあれ。うん。
Hog heaven.
なんかいる。OK、とりあえず。
As if they were struck by a battering ram.
I wonder how we managed not to hear any of this.
すべての証拠を収集した。
It's as if a storm went through here.
象牙の家。あれ、この家の証拠は全部収集してないってことこれ。まだかい。
Gosh, what a mansion.
あれ、なんかあんの？この扉。ああ。
This young lady has a childish interest for her age.
まだあるんかなんか。ああ、てかこの部屋の中は全然調べてなかった。
She packed as much as she could carry.
なぜ？
False idols? Oh, sounds utterly dreary.
虚構の偶像。あら？
So idyllic. Enjoy your happily ever after before it stales. The same dull poses on all romantic photographs.
Hey, Sherry, we need to talk. You found false idols. We need to find the remaining two.
What does bazooka even mean? Would this paper be good for anything but blowing one's nose on?
They're not rubbish, Sherry. There's something more. I'm serious.
Very well. I doubt it'll be worth it, but I will find them for you, John.
You'll thank me later. They're some of the most imaginative books I've ever read.
What did you say?
Speaking aloud helps me think. A commendable effort to barricade the windows.
窓塞いでる。ああ、象の匂いがみたいな感じか。
I found this. Who's this young lad next to you, your faithful knight?
Paul. He's my pirate. He's not really a pirate. I just call him that. It probably sounds very silly.
Your secret is safe in my hands. Does Paul work somewhere? What is his surname?
His name is Paul Perks. He and his yacht Whirlpool are the champions of the Salacia Yacht Club. He sails there. I'll show you where it is on the map if you need to meet him.
A yachting champion? Well, that will be a first. I prefer dry land. And so does my suit.
ポール怪しくない？ポールじゃねえ。
These bags of yours, it looks as if you've packed your entire room. Were you planning on going somewhere?
My partner and I, we wanted a change, a fresh start abroad. But now I have to stay here. Here, an orphan.
How can you read something like this? It's hard to swallow, and that's not due to the hard cover.
You're hardly serious. Any library without Nabe and Laura is incomplete. If you can read, then these books are an absolute must. Love and adventure. They're about life.
Oh, I wasn't aware that exploding pyramids were a part of daily life on Cordona.
You haven't seen life, so you might try reading about it at least.
これ彼女を助けるゾウの呪縛から解き放つために逃がしたみたいな、そんなことない？どこ？ほんで、あ、これか、ヨット。近場はここ。ウエスト。後ろに大丈夫です。絵画賞。あるよっと。ヨットがあるよっと言うて。文字の写真ですよね。
Can I ask you a question?
That's a question I can answer.
工房の工房これか。はい。イマジェン軍ちょっと話があるんだけど、あれおらんかった今。イマジェン軍イマジェン軍どこかな。何？ザ・チャンピオン。あ、ヨットレースみたいな感じなの。ストレージ。
The Champion's Whirlpool. Pool's bread and butter.
はいはい。出口。開いてない？
Bloodied bandages. Has someone been hurt?
Where would a champion hide a key?
競技。扉の枠の隙間、何も入ってない。わずかに曲がっている。最近動かされた。なんか血ついてる。あー、なるほどね。
I hope Paul is more skilled at yachting than he is at hiding keys.
裏に鍵があるということですね。どうも。おびっくりした。そんなとこおらんとってよ。
Bloodied bandages. To earn big, you have to spend big. Old betting slips. Paul always bets on Whirlpool. One victory after another. Mr. Gilden wasn't afraid to get his hands dirty.
ギルデンに脅されてると。
Additional earnings to sweeten the victory. An interesting place for a message to a champion.
怪しげなメモ。
An expensive set of tools for woodwork. An amateur wouldn't know how to use these.
なんぞこれ。
A box full of darts. Each has a needle and can be loaded with drugs.
ドック。
Shipbuilding, shipwright's tricks, sail weaving.
Too ordinary a room for a champion. There's no incentive to put in any effort.
めちゃめちゃいっぱいある。取引から手を引くことはできないと逃げ出すことは許せない。俺たちの茶会用の新しい茶葉を持ってこい。疑念があるなら競技中部下たちにお前を見上がらせるぞ。なるほど。わかんないっすね。記憶の起点。はいはいはい。セオダポールを脅迫し。関係ないです。関係ない。ここ関係ない。なるほど。まあ大方犯人は分かりましたよと。ここは入れるんかい。
Foghorn to navigate and warn others at sea.
You should have a warning to cover your ears.
Sails of hatred. I suppose there is something for everyone, including champions.
Who knew archaeology could be so exciting?
Exciting is certainly a word.
メモ誰かにこれを持ってる状態でどっかを注視したらここじゃないんかな。もう 一旦出て
Help me, please.
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
Hmm. いやまだ全部見つけれてないんか。なんかありましたかね。創作ゲーになってる。
Too ordinary a room for a champion. There's no incentive to put in any effort.
わかんない。あ。茶包み。
Undeniably psychotropes. Not for toothache, I think. Undeniable.
圧倒的怪しさ。
I wonder what he has for biscuits.
Oi! Hands off my possessions before you lose your fingers.
おっと
Are you illiterate? The rules are written everywhere.
Ah, Mr. Perks, the cabin boy himself.
Champion, you mean? I was right. You are illiterate. I think a couple of shiners might teach you. One last chance. Who are you?
I'm Sherlock Holmes, a friend of our mutual acquaintance, Miss Imogen.
Look, you artichoke. Imogen has no friends. Except for me.
If you must try to insult people, it's better to know the meanings of the words that you're using.
You fancy you could teach a sailor to swear? Go ahead. Show me how inventive you are.
Stand still for a moment.
いやめっちゃ喧嘩しそう。すっげえ構えてるけど。女性？え、そうなん？これは多分あれやね。発達した女性の体。こんなすね毛とか生えてませんみたいな感じじゃなくて。あ、片目の水が吹っ飛んでるやん。男装した女性。犯罪の世界とのつながりか。いや、これどっちも可能性あるもんな。仕返しまた10個。どっち？傷を負った腕は危険な競技の世界における勲章ではないな。これはこっちやな。
So, a woman wishes to become a real criminal, and smuggling is a stepping stone towards that? Is there not enough prestige in yachting? Or is it easier to compete with other fools like yourself? Everyone has a starting pistol. Just shoot and run.
Don't say a word. I don't know where you're getting half of this nonsense, but you're on some thin ice here that I'm willing to crack.
Damn you, Paul. I'm sick of... Who's this peacock? Does he know who I am?
I definitely know who you are not. You're not a dictionary reader, at least. I wanted to see how you... pals interact with each other in your natural habitat.
あら。
But I'm afraid I have to interfere.
そんないきなり戦いやっちゃいましょう。ほっほっほっ溜まってないんですけど、葉巻がめっちゃ投げてくるやん。当たらんかったんね。はいはいはい、当たらんかったんね。はいはいはい、車線管理。ここ違う違う。ちょっと待って、いた。あいつ一番危ないな。違う、君じゃない、こっち。あう。
No more crime for you until next month.
お前は全然うまいやん。痛いやん。よいしょ。まずはいた。背中。あ、貫通すんだね。
Don't cry. The
snuff's ready.
車線管理。
Take a rest, my.
Give him the pepper snuff.
え、なんか来る？嘘やだ。いや。ちゃう。これ。あ、なるほど。
He's all yours now. Go for it.
I am invincible. Oh, I will end you.
君は。
Time to knock this guy out.
Don't cry, you'll live.
また来る。
I will end you.
The snuff's ready.
どこっすか。いやー。
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
He's all yours now. Go for it.
んで。2発か。
Don't cry, you'll live.
戦闘パートと
There's no
違うんで
reward
す
for
ね。
risking our lives.
Paul's explanation will suffice.
OK。あれ。ホル君。いや、タバコ吸ってる。
Your fellow mariners have a strange way of showing hospitality.
They were not my friends.
Are you sure? I would rather risk my neck for someone who's at least honest and thankful.
Perhaps then don't enter someone's life and be so judgmental, pretending you're better than they are.
Then give me your perspective and allow me to see through your eyes. What were you doing this morning, Miss Perks?
Don't call me that. I'm a champion. I was sailing.
The other club members told me that you missed the race this morning. Do champions not need to practice?
You've talked with them already. No, I wasn't racing. I visited the doctor after that attack on me. And then I had to honor the deal with the bandits you just took care of.
I tried to tell you before, but your partners interrupted. Have you heard the news? Theodore Gilden is dead. Do you have anything to say?
Well, what a shock. To me, he was an angry old ogre. Good riddance. Was it Goliath that killed him? Did it crush him? Break his bones? Come on, tell me. I want all the details.
You have an unusual way of showing grief. Imogen wouldn't appreciate that. But yes, the animal could have been involved.
It's poetic in a way, isn't it? It takes a beast to kill a monster. I wish I could have been that elephant.
This business of yours, you should be more careful. Ruining your life at such a young age is ridiculous.
I am careful. Except for you, no one has noticed where I store the smuggled goods. If the police arrive, there's no link to me. It's common storage, not exclusively mine.
You smuggle illicit psychotropes on your yacht. Not a delivery for the hospital, I'm sure.
Of course not. I've had to cut corners to earn some money. How might a person afford to pay for a yacht in an honest way? I don't know, although I'm smart. The buyers are my customers. Adults who are willing to pay for their pleasure, or weapons for jewels. Whatever they want me to deliver. Nothing criminal.
Well, it's your lucky day. I'm not here because of smuggling. Have you tasted this tea yourself?
I wouldn't have been a champion if I had used it. It's just a side business that keeps my career afloat. It's quite expensive to compete in yachting. Sometimes I cut corners.
Such as fixing Whirlpool yourself?
Exactly. And sometimes I just have to pay. That's how I earn money. I don't sell slaves or take the last mangear from a poor family. I don't know what this means.
Look what I found. A box full of darts.
Hey, that's mine.
I confiscated it. These darts appear to be filled with something. Poison? How powerful is it?
It's strychnine. Enough to instantly kill a small rodent. I haven't tried it on a human. Yet. I hope you know what you're doing.
Could it immobilize a larger animal? Say, an elephant?
I've never tried, but I have wondered.
It seems as though Theodore Gilden hung a sword of Damocles over your life and career. Were these only words, or something more serious?
Check my forearm. Pulled muscles and bruises. Small cuts. Nothing that you could call serious.
I doubt that a man in his late 50s could wrestle you.
It wasn't him. He behaved like a rat and hired brutes. His boys tried to lock my hands behind my back, but I was faster and I escaped.
Was he so protective of his daughter, or was it your feminine secret that provoked him?
My guess is that he was protecting his property. As he saw it, he owned Imogen, and he treated her like a piece of furniture. He didn't want his daughter to be loved by anyone. What's more painful is that Theodore didn't allow me to love his daughter. Typical.
I'm not sure that your relationship with Imogen could be described as typical.
Are you afraid of a woman in trousers? Now that's typical of men.
Does this knife seem familiar? I didn't find it in your competitor's bag, to be clear.
This knife is as blunt as your humor. It's a bosun's knife, but it's not mine. I wouldn't be so careless as to mislay my tools.
A. Swift. Are you familiar with this name? The gentleman had business with Mr. Gilden.
Likely just another strange and wrinkled fellow like old Gilden was. Perhaps this Swift person has a rhino, and they wanted to see which pet was stronger. In other words, I don't know who he is, but I bet he's crazy like Theodore.
I doubt that court owner has ever boasted a battle arena for that size of mammal. You have an interesting imagination. A charming picture. I've heard that champions do often pose with their trophies.
Cheeky. It is a lovely trophy, though. I'm sure you will agree.
What is it that you like most about her? Her naivety? Her father's money?
A somewhat difficult choice. Especially now that her father is out of the equation. I'm clueless.
Between yachts, darts, and notes from bandits, I've discovered many fascinating facts about you. But this, an installment of Nabe and Laura's adventures. Why did you sully your library with this?
It's a gift from Imogen. I didn't buy it. I might have turned a couple of pages, but nothing more. I swear.
I will give you the benefit of the doubt, but your literary taste has put you on my blacklist. Imogen doesn't strike me as an industrious young lady, so I find it strange that she was busy packing up all her belongings when Mr. Gilden died. That's some favourable wind in your sails, isn't it?
Is it so suspicious that a couple might embark on a trip? I wanted to thank her, so we planned to go travelling. A Theodore-free place, without elephants.
The timing of it is suspicious, however. Your lady friend becomes an orphan and heir, and there's a planned trip directly afterwards.
An improvised romantic dinner will never please a spoilt girl. A planned voyage might. It's not spur of the moment.
なんかこの人は犯人じゃなさそうだね。
What can you tell me about the elephant?
He's smarter than some people here, including his owner. Although I feel he could be dangerous, no matter how much he's fed.
Why is that? Have you ever seen Goliath attack anyone?
Well, not exactly. But I saw it, abusing some poor tree during one of its walks with Theodore. The expression on that old ninny's face was priceless. But it wasn't funny to look at. Believe me, it was frightening.
Hello? なんか違う人っぽい。とりあえず彼女さんにお話をするか、今のを踏まえた上で。あら、大丈夫です。すみません、お話をお聞きしてもよろしいですか。あ、どうも。
I'm afraid I can't add anything useful.
Have you seen what your father sent to Paul?
This is despicable. My father was never a gentleman, but this crosses the line. I knew that father wasn't fond of Paul, but this is just awful. If only he could have seen how good Paulie is to me. I don't have any thoughts on this. I don't have any thoughts on this. I've nothing to say about this.
Are you aware that Paul smuggles drugs for a dangerous gang?
Mr. Holmes, I've already told you. I call him a pirate in play. He's not an actual pirate. He's a champion and a brave gentleman, not a thug.
Let us agree to disagree on that. But don't be surprised if one of his clients knocks on your door.
Theodore がポール襲った。Theodore はこれあれちゃうの。 そやな、可能性はあるよな。これはちょっと一旦資料館に行って。
Gosh, what a mansion.
まだ言ってんのかあんた。資料館ってどこ？これ？Fast travel。これは一旦ちょっと仕切り直しかな。もうあいつ犯人じゃなかったらエース・アーサー・スウィフトしかいなくないって感じやねんけど、もう登場人物的に。これか。どうも。
Stop the presses. Who is Cordona's handsome stranger? Or Nosebaggerspun's local life? Wait, no. Foppish foreigner hides dark past. Oh, you've made quite the impression already, Mr. Holmes. You care to tell your side of the story?
I'm quite certain I have no idea as to what you refer, and I am further certain I have no interest in indulging your gossip.
Gossip? The truth will come out, but will only be heard if told well. Scandal, daring-do, romance. These are the tools of every good journalist. Nothing travels faster or lasts longer than a great story. Young man, your tale will be told with or without you. My readers demand it.
You already knew my name and seem aware of my doings here in Cordona. I presume this newspaper is your little endeavor?
Yasmin Sertel, editor-in-chief of the Cordona Chronicle. Advocate of the free press, voice of the people, scourge of the silk stocking.
Charmed, I'm sure. As an advocate of the free press, I trust you'll permit me to consult your archives? There are gaps in my knowledge of Cordona.
Oh, so my work does have merit. Well, I think we can strike a bargain. I shall provide you access, and you let me keep writing about your exploits.
So be it.
Brooding bachelor builds bridges. Now that's character development.
I guess I owe you my gratitude.
What can I say? I've always enjoyed working with the Holmes. They whisper such interesting things. I'm watching you closely, Mr. Holmes.
怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い。はいはいはい。10年科学記者による一面記事で10年前、現代1880年、古い記録、古くはない。あるじゃん。象について、これここじゃないのかな。彼らの協力関係に関する書類が多く残ってるそうだ。人物、庶民、時代、庶民やな、著名人。 やーわかんねえこれ。庶民よな。でも地区は間違ってない。旧市街区での計画に従事していた。人物がいらない。わかんねえ。なんか違う気がする。マークついてないし。
That's the article. Feeling old already?
そもそも違う気がしてきた。ね。
I'm watching you closely, Mr. Holmes.
資料やんな。ちょっと待って。なんて難しいんだ。アーサー・スイフト2人は旧市街地区での計画に従事していた。アーサーの居場所が一切わからない。このマークは記録保管庫を調べるやもんな。記録保管庫だもんな。記録保管庫ってここじゃないんです。市役所。都市計画であれば市役所っぽいな。Hey.
He's even putting up.
Hey, 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 hey.
The best antiques.
Here's the ones.
My good. You always know where to find me.
大していらない。どこここもうちょっと向こう。やはりそう簡単には解決させてくれないようだなこの事件。だが IQ 8000の私は気づいてしまったんだよ。市役所だということにね。ここやな。全然開いてないやん。いや開いてなくない？いや開いてなくない？ここ。ここが表ということはっていうか大体入り口はもうちょっと入りやすいところ。ここなん？こっち側。
Isn't it remotely familiar to you?
何
Should it? Concentrate, Sherry.
沈黙わかんない。いや大丈夫です。どうも。
Are you lost, sir?
なんかさっきの人と似てる。
I'm Sherlock Holmes, by the way.
Ursula Oni, the chief archivist. How can I help you exactly?
I need to take a look at the history of Cordona and its islanders to retrieve some, hopefully, useful information.
Your brother Mycroft told me that you were direct, and now that we've met, I can see that is true.
Someone in our family has to balance the evasive nature of my brother. Well, may I use the city archives?
You may, of course. But in return, perhaps dinner?
That's a high price to pay for looking at your archives.
I was teasing you. Pay no attention to me.
なんかこの人はあまり癖がないタイプの人やな。まあさっきの人が癖ありすぎやねんけど。だかトーマス・ノートン。アチビスト。おう。
I'll be right here.
僕はここにいるよ。あ、マークついてる。やっはー。市民。いや、違う。そういう問題じゃないよね。数結婚書、法的文書。建築計画って何？素人だろう。なんか違うと。これなし。事業。おい。ギルデン所有者の成立。個人事業者及び上記企業の設立者であるセオダ・ギルデンは財源とローマ・アウトスカットの土地を提供するものとする共同設立者アーサー・スウィフト考古学者として考古学者言ってたな。要塞の壁を越えた場所にあるバザー街道とアルノー通りの交差点に位置する遺跡の考古学調査を行う。下記に署名を行い歴史的価値のある発掘品の所有権を得ることと引き換えに考古学調査に出資することを同意するものです。場所がバザー街道、コルドナの旧市街地区、バザー街道とアルノー通りの交差点。
With your love for archives, you would have made the perfect bureaucrat.
なんかヘデービーって言った。なんかなんで今ロード。よし。ほんで分かったからこれがこの使い道違う。じゃあ母の愛じゃなくてこの使い道よね。会社の所在地は行くんか。旧市街地区にあるバザードあるの通り。旧市街地区にあるバザーとあるのはどこにあるの？ここ。だけやんな。行くぜ。なんか乗せてくれる人いないかね。これペッていけんの？ これペッていけんの？マップ見るだけなのこれ。もうファーストトラベルしかできないんだから。あるのに行くの、私はあるのにワンワン監督スカラディオの方に。ああ、いっぱい出てきた、いっぱい出てきた。ちょっと待って。いや、広い街ね。なんかハリーポッターっぽいよ。ハリーポッターっぽい場所じゃないのここ。あ、すっごい道間違えてる。スンスンスンって言われたよ。あれ？あは。これが本当の名探偵やな。道に迷ってるっていう。いやー、旧市街地ってなんかスラム街っぽくない？こんなのがにいて大丈夫？あらら。観測地点。なんかラテンな音楽が。トントルトントントントントントントントントントン。すげえ適当に走ってるけど、これ壁あるよね。わあ、辛そう。ああ、いいや。ああ、いいや。ちょっと隙間ないその辺。もうやめていただきたいわこういう。ああ、いやいや。通れそうじゃね。まっすぐこっちでやってる。寝ちゃうわ。あ、通れる。あ、ごめんごめんな少年、今急いでんだ。よし、壁を越えたぞ。遠いわ。すごく遠いわ。んで走ってんの。あ、ごめんよ。俺が左行って右側って。ファストトラベル地点出ました。よかったです。右側でいいかな。ここか。
From day to night, Aiden stands there, recruiting non-rebel.
手配人。ちょっと痛い。
You're being an eyesore. No entry for you. From day to night, Aiden stands there, recruiting non-rebellious workers for the dig.
IT って誰？
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Why don't you go and ask your rich friends?
ねえもう。でもここよね。ここじゃないんや。
From day to night, Aiden stands there.
やっぱここか？あいつか？これ大事か？ごめんなさい。何の話ですか？関係ないもしかして。あ、すみません。
Help me, please.
I cannot be of help, sir. Someone else might know better.
Help me, please.
I don't know, but you've got me curious.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking?
服装大臣もしかして。いや、服装が関わってくるんやったらなんかマークあるはずや。遺跡の考古学調査。技界で頼む通りの交差点に位置する遺跡の考古学調査。
About what and dressed as what?
遺跡ってこれ？そもそも遺跡ってこれ？
From day to night, Aiden stands there.
アイデン誰？間に合った。発掘現場にあるな殺される必要があるということにじゃアイデンという男が旧市街地区の西彼の首につがり親英国の働きはいはいはいはい西これねあ服装のマークついてないは一般人は入れない一旦西あ、なるほど場所はここであってる
Excuse me, just one question.
Go back to your fancy house.
めちゃめちゃ冷たいなああいう服装しとったらってことやろ俺は着替えれないよねわかるわかる人目がすごいから
Can I ask you a question?
You shouldn't have left your mansion. You won't get any answers from me.
なんか貴族っぽいからってことやな多分どっかで着替えない
Nice affordable clothes. Let's pick some.
めちゃめちゃお金あるから普通に買ってもいいなこれかそれ何なんか右のマーク何あーなるほど貴族っぽいとかそっち系か働き者っぽい労働者のエプロン商人の労働者
Be careful with what you've taken.
はいはいはいこれで私も労働者もうちょっと労働者っぽくしとくどうしたどうしたどうしたん愛するあジョンかジョンガかジョンのやつね まあ労働者のエプロンだけで割といけそうやな。いけんな。
I remember the monument. Cordona's legendary pirate, the Robin Hood. Could you help me?
I wonder if...
I like you, friend, but I can't.
What is that?
あ、めっちゃ教えてくれるやん。
Do you know anything about this?
I don't know about that, but people here should know more.
Oh, I am bored. Call me when you find the answer.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other. But I don't know what you are talking about.
はいはい。もうこれでいけんじゃん。どうも。ちょっと。
You're being an eyesore. No entry for you.
ちょっと待ってくれ。ちょっと待ってくれよ。入れてくれるっつったじゃん。旧市街地の主導で新しい労働者。やっぱ旧市街地区の西にある市場行かなあかんのか。西橋、この辺なんか難しくなっていってる。
Could you help me?
I have no idea why you think I could help you.
お前はめちゃめちゃムカつくな。
May I ask for your assistance?
Why don't you go talk to your co-workers?
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry.
はいはいはい。はいはいはい。
Who are you asking? About what and dressed as what?
違う違う違う。捜査手帳はこっちのまんまで。彼の首には傷があり。
May I ask for your assistance?
It seems familiar, but I can't remember anything. Sorry. Try asking someone else.
市場ってこの辺やねんけどな。仲良しょうや。あ、
Are you able to help me?
You know nothing of life. Deal with it by yourself.
ほう、合わねえな。合わねえわ。ちょうど合わねえわ。なんかいい身分に合わねえわ。
Salty breeze, old ruins, dusty roads. You recall clambering over these walls as a child?
Perhaps. Did we find something at the top?
市場。市場どこよ。バザーじゃないの？バザー通りじゃないの？首に傷がある。仲間じゃ
Do
な
you
い？
know anything about this?
I'd help you if I knew.
知らない。
Excuse me, just one question.
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking? About what and dressed as what?
Are you able to help me?
I've never heard of it. I'm sorry.
ちょっと待って、マジでむずいぞ。
Is this familiar to you?
No, friend. I'm sorry. I don't know the answer.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking? About what and dressed as what?
Can I ask you a question?
Don't annoy me with your stories.
ちょっと待って。進めたないこの人たち。市場ってこの辺やんな。
Can I ask you a question?
I am sorry to disappoint you, but I don't know about that.
Time to check your who, what, and what.
Is this familiar to you?
Who are you asking?
I've never heard
about
of it.
what
I'm
and
sorry.
dressed as what.
Do you know anything about this?
You have a nerve to talk to me. Get back to work.
Time to check your who, what.
ちょっと教えて。シャーロックが通行人をなぜちゃんとした質問ができないんだろう。
What, Sherry? Who are you asking? About what and dressed as what?
労働者の服じゃないの？
Excuse me, just one question.
I've never heard of it. I'm sorry.
俺もうジョンにすげえ呆れられてる。ジョンがすげえ俺を君らの
May I ask for your assistance?
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other. But I don't know what you are talking about.
助けてくれ。どなたか私を助けてくれ。本当にわからないんだ。何をすればいいのか、どこに行けばいいのか、どうすればいいのか、この質問はどうすればいいんだ。めちゃくちゃヘイトを買っているということは分かったよ、僕が。
May I ask for your assistance?
I have no idea why you think I could help you.
着替えよう。もう着替えよう。誰も話聞いてくれん。どの服装が合ってんの？でもこの人たちは答えてくれてるよな。
Do you know anything about this?
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other.
本当に
But I don't know what you are
知
talking
らんや
about.
つよ。どういう服装？どういう服装？お前の服装をちょっと学びたい。もうちょっと身分上？もうちょっと私身分上な感じがいいです
Don't
か？
pass by. Welcome. Let's pick.
もうちょっとかな。どのマーク？これ何？これ？このぐらい？これ右のマーク何？
Don't leave.
ちょっと一旦落ち着こう。一旦ヘルプ見よう。重要人物と話をする、周囲の人間に質問する。で、服装変装するね。で、ジョンの話じゃない、そこの隠れ家ではない、戦闘でもなく集中でもなく固定した証拠でもなく地図、操作手帳やな、多分スクロールできない、操作方法ではない、統計関係あらへん、設定関係あらへん。あ、これ不足原因で特定の場所に立ち入ることを許されない。これもあるんだ。聞く目において周囲の人間が会話に応じないとき、副承認を尋ねよう。必要な意思を手に入れるには副承認を尋ねよう。人物をチェック、集中モードを起動してその人物の態度を注視する。貴族、敵対的、その人物の社会的階級に対して適切な意思を切る。友好的な態度に変わったか確認する。会話を始める。上流、コルドナ地元民、警察官、はいはい、労働者。コルドナ地元民ね、あれが。警察 官、水兵、兵士、労働者、路上生活者、犯罪者。変装を取り替えるごとに各社会的階級の有効度が示される。なるほどね。これ労働者で、警察官とか上流階級からは吹っ飛ばされると。で、これ上流階級労働者から嫌われると。
Take one more look.
学んだ。何もわからん。いや、分かってきましたよ。分かってきましたよ。観察を使っていかないとダメと。これね。アルバニア人、靴の修繕、アラブ人、大工、思いやりがある。なるほど。これ、こいつ。コルドナ人労働者、思いやりがある。秘密社交界の一員。思いやりがある。
You're being an eyesore.
どこ
No
に
entry for you.
こいつのどこに思いやりがある。コルドナ人労働者な。コルドナ人労働者というか、コルドナ人。コルドナ地域密着型。地域密着型にならないとダメだ。これやん。もっとコルドナっぽいのない。オスマン人女性の服最悪やろ。全部 OK みたいなのないかな。そんなもんはない。オスマン人ベージュ。ほなこれ借りた。
Be careful with what you've taken.
これでいいんじゃん。これどう？全体的なあれは。帽子とかあんま関係ないよね、正直。まあ関係あるっちゃ関係あるけど。はいじいちゃんまだ見ててくれたの嬉しい。でこれで思いやりがある。ほんまかって。
You're being an eyesore.
お前ぶっ飛ばすぞマジで。お前のどこに思いやりがあんねんバカ。とりあえずコルドナ人の格好してるからこれで話聞いてくれんじゃん。クリミア人強盗、軽蔑者、クリミア人強盗。とりあえずこれで西の端の市場に行って何やったっけ。旧市街地区の西の端にある市場で新しい労働者を雇用している親英国の働き者だけを雇い入れようとしている。親英国やったらじゃあクリミナルやったらどうなん。コルテ語やったっけ忘れた。あかん、4文字バトル。アイスとかいい。アラブ人男優。
Are you able to help me?
Nothing stands between me and helping a fellow citizen, except the absence of knowledge. Ask someone else.
他に聞いてみるわ。了解。みんな愛想いい。よう兄弟みたいな感じで教えてくれる人を探せって言ったよ。アラブ人ならず者非協力的。軽蔑している。敵対的。元歌手バロタ。君ちょっとどう。
Is this familiar to you?
I'm sorry, my brother. I know nothing about it.
ちょっと待ってよ。落ち着け。聞き取りマークやんなこれ。聞き取りマークってさ、 重要人物と話をするやんな。重要人物を探すってことやな。まず首に傷がある。あるなんとかくん探さなあかんってこと。よ。
Salty breeze, old ruins, dusty roads. You recall clambering over these walls as a child?
首に傷があるやつを探す。これ結構大変ね。情報整理しよう。情報を一旦整理しようじゃないか。雇用されたいアイディンという男が旧市街地区の BGM になってるって協力は無理っす。BGM にしてくれるだけでありがたい。アイディンという男が旧市街地区の西。待てよ。ここじゃないか。ここ東や。こっちは西。西と東を間違えていた。なるほど。道理で見つからんわけや。今行く。今行くぞ西。くそー。完全にロロノアゾロ状態やった。西はどこだってなった。大丈夫なんか大丈夫あんた。なるほどな。いろんな西があんねんな、世の中には。
The Market Square, beating heart of the old city.
ここね。
I wonder if they still sell that Hindi Turkish delight around the corner.
あとはこの辺でここか。
Come, come, decorate your house in Oriental style.
この辺で遊んでる。クリミア人泥棒、トリコ人スリと話してるぞ泥棒が。トルコ人監督官。あなたじゃないですか。
Stop blocking the view.
邪魔だどけ。分かってます。なんか英国探してるんですよね。この辺やったら着替えれる？これいけるやん。英国ってなんて言ったらいい？これ普通にこれでええんじゃん。実際英国やし。
Stop blocking the view.
お前ぶっ飛ばすぞってだから軽蔑している。こいつでは間違いないわけよ。あとは英国感が足りんってこと？オスマン人無理。労働者ね、労働者を探してるって言ってたな。 服売り場この中にあるんじゃない？
Don't miss out on the best carpets on the island.
Don't miss. Let's pick some.
これは労働者っぽいね。
Be careful with what.
働き者ですよ、私。超働き者ですよ。思いやりがある。
Sir, kind sir, might I
やだー！
I'm
いけ
not
た。
buying. Ah, that is the thing. You won't waste a single mangi. I am a digger, you see, and I have heard of a dig site so deep it clogs your ears. I want to be there.
Why are you telling me this?
I have heard of a man recruiting for such a dig. A man with a scar, such as the one that you're hiding. And your boots are dirty with the deep clay I am so familiar with. Oh, I hope it wasn't too rude of me to point that out.
You have a good eye. And you just want to dig? Dig deep and that's it? What's the catch? Are you in desperate need of money?
Oh, there is no catch, sir. I won't even ask for advance pay. Just give me a shovel and I'll dig a hole like you've never seen.
Huh. Is that so? Well, I have to ask you an important question first. Would you be fine working for Brits?
I am all for them.
Well, you say that, but can you prove it?
You know how much I love tea? Once I drank so much of it, my eyes turned brown.
Fine. You're a fan. I'll give you that.
I can also speak in limericks.
Please don't. You might be a little bit weak in the head, but a natural born digger with a keen eye is what we need. Take this permission slip and go to this address. The guard will let you in and check with the professor once you're there.
Help me, please.
I've never heard of it. I'm sorry.
あれ、福売りどこ？顔はどうする？
Don't miss. Let's pick.
あ、顔あるんや。微妙。一応変装やからさ。あ、労働者っぽい。あ、労働者感すごいな。もうザ・労働者。
A good choice. A good choice indeed.
私がシャーロックだとは思うまい。で、あっち帰るんか。今行く。
Stop loitering and get inside.
はい、ありがとうございます。おー、来ました、発掘現場。みんな働こうね、頑張って。
Newcomer, talk to the professor first. He's the old fellow with the glasses and the plans.
メガネと計画書を持ったじいさん。はーい。教授はだいたいもうあれよ。だいたいそういう偉そうなやつは奥の方に。わー、おちんちん。めちゃめちゃ大丈夫かあれ。大丈夫か。ズームとかでいいのかこれ。大丈夫かあれ。 YouTube 的に大丈夫なのか。成人男性のおちんちんやったけど。てかどこ？教授。
Swift lost his temper when he learned what happened to the statue.
たいた。あ、教授
Quite daunting to see how deep the dig is.
じゃあ教授メガネメガネ教授いねえな。これチンチン像やろ。えいやさっき思いっきりチンチン成人男性のチンチン映ってたからさ。
Don't. Where's the fire in your eyes? Where's the smile? I am sick and tired of seeing apathy among the new workers.
Sir, believe me, I do have the spark. I want to start work straight away.
声
It's
合わ
as
ねえ。
important to me as it is to you.
Ah, that's the spirit. I'm on the verge of a great discovery.
ちょっと待って、こんなん聞いたらあかん、聞いたらあかんやん。ああ、これ。
How did you meet?
Don't ask questions. You'll have to find the answers yourself. I'm not a nanny. I'm a busy man who is changing the course of history.
I am ready to work.
Splendid. Do you know what I am working on?
Archaeological treasure. You're hoping to find something priceless, something that will change our history.
Bravo, young man. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's true. We're looking for Vitus Lemonius's tomb.
I'll help you. That is my goal as a worker.
Good. Listen to me carefully, then. I hate repeating myself. I am Professor Swift. We have 3 rules
あんたか、
here.
スイフト。
Don't touch anything. Always return the tools. And don't distract me unless you find something.
Sounds simple enough. Are you the only one in charge here, Mr. Swift?
Yes, I am the only one and no one else. You hear anything other than that, it's a lie. People of your kind can have difficulty understanding who's in charge. Take a minute, memorize my face, and then get to work.
Oh, I will definitely take a closer look to memorize my superior.
よく見ます。メガネ壊れてる？壊れてるんかよ。几帳面。肘から。いや年齢は肘から現れるっていうからね。最近ついた傷を治療しない。おっと。怪しい。結婚はしてない。見た目に気を使わないまたは貧乏。汚れた服。貧乏か。経済的な理由で踏み込んだ。この古代の知の発見に全て外で彼を突き動かすのは人類の英知を広げることへの執着だ。彼が自分の見た目や左肘の怪我のような調査中にたびたび怪我を気にかけることはない。貧乏もしくはでも共同出資やからわかんねえ。むずっ。貧乏じゃないやろ。でも雇ってんねんから。
I wish I could be as passionate about something as you are, Mr. Swift. You value knowledge and dedication over everything else.
It's a long road, young man. A sharp eye and attention to detail are the only stepping stones along this path. You have to sacrifice everything you love for the larger prize.
Exactly. So much in life is superficial. I wish more people would understand.
I never heard a truer word, lad. Folk will ignore what truly matters in life, and for what? Convenience.
Bold words indeed. I doubt that many scientists would be willing to support their bragging with fieldwork.
The academic world is full of restrictions. Our honorable professors are too afraid to dirty their hands. God forbid if they have a stain on their shirt. You can follow in my footsteps. You can start learning by returning to work. Show me what you can find.
なんか全然こいつ怪しくなさそうやねんけど。ビトスレモニウスの墓を探してる。なんか怪しくねえぞこいつ。セオダ・ゲルデンが死んだ時、アーサー・スイートが現場にいた可能性がある。彼の怪我は小屋の損傷と一致する。セオダ・ゲルデンが死んだ時、ポール・パークスは事件現場で小屋にぶつかった可能性。うーわ、まさかこんな2択。ちょっと落ち着いて。ちょっと落ち着こう一回。こんなん難しいよ。うわ。
Take a shovel and dig.
もうちょっと証拠いるわ。
Not while he can see me.
もうちょっとなんかいるよね。
This reminds me of my father's room.
その2択はむずい。
A plan for this whole operation.
発掘計画の全体像。Windows でまあティトゥス・レモニウスの墓を発見したと。もう一体の女性。常識には彫像はティトゥスのおそらく母親である女性の像は果物かごを持ち西を向いている。秋を表しているならばもう一体の女性の像は手に釜を持ち東を向いている。常識がこれらの隠されたのはゼピロスとエウロスであると。テストビッツ円形に。
This might prove useful. I'll note it down.
Let me warm my bones here.
これちょっと発掘しちゃうか。サクッと。
Did the Romans live in amphoras? I see nothing else here.
発掘せえっちゅうことやな。なんもあらへんへん。なんかおった。え、おった。
Working and living by the sea.
あ、ジョン。
What a dream.
ジョンか。なんだ、発掘して話聞こうやっていう感じじゃないの。
Somehow the text remains legible. Let's see if I remember my Latin.
4つの財産の近く5つは近くに眠る。彼の眠りを妨げようとするなら注意するがいい。彼は兄弟と秋風に見守られている。あ、これ釜持ってるやつや。
A sickle for harvesting. The ancient Romans honored the seasons. A goddess? A mother? Someone's wife?
誰ぶっ壊したん？おっ ぱいに注目か、もしかして。違う。鎌持ってるのはあれで。
There were 4 statues here originally.
そうね、4体あったよね。
I wonder what the 3 other statues look like.
1、2の3の 3？ おちんちん像がちょっと怪しいよね。なんか握ってる？もしかしておちんちん像が。ちょっとこれ消しとく。これが関係ないな。は何もないぞって感じ。あれ、ジョン何してんの？ジョン喋れないよ、そんなとこじゃ。なんもないね、なんもない。自分普通に調査が待ってます。これ。あ、本屋。
Sharpest.
3つ目ゲッツ。
A word about the trilogy.
Right then, you literary expert, what was so important about these books? Or do you simply need some kindling?
It's inspirational. I have a plan. Are you listening?
I wish I wasn't, but I am.
So, we catch a monkey, a langur, for example, then we extract some blood from it. What?
Why?
It will make us forever young, Sherry. Page 127 of the second book.
Oh, I am so done with this.
No, wait. Then how about we make a wax statue?
I've stopped listening, John. Do you know anything about this?
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other. But I don't know what you are talking about.
まあ行ける場所が割と限られている。
Quite daunting to see how deep the dig is.
遠いな、あの人。関係ないもんな、私。
May I ask for your assistance?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
別に聞くことはないから。頭が痛い。
I see now. Mr. Swift didn't realize the significance of the statues. Straw dolls. Eerie, but effective for a scene recreation.
Oh, I want one of these. Or two.
Or two?
Oilcloth. Won't fade and waterproof. Enough here to make 10 sails and more.
Ding.
Take a shovel and dig. Take a shovel and dig.
これどう？もうちょいこっち側にもなんかあるんじゃん。
Excuse me, just one question.
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other. But I don't know what you are talking about.
行ける場所がある程度確認られてるんですよね。もう帰る道やからちょっと待って。遺跡調査、アーサースビートの調査から有用な事実がわかる。あ、なんか書いてるよ。丘の上で場再現しよう。なんか書いてる。これは白線の使い指示が崖から落とし、そのため像は破壊され、台座は傾いた。4つの台座が設置された丘を見つけた。鎌を持った女性の彫像が1つだけ残っている。4つの台座の近くに刻まれた紐を訳すると、ビットスは彼の眠りを妨げようとするなら注意する。彼は兄弟と秋風に見守られた。彫像を使えば墓の居場所が分かるだろう。丘の上で場再現。彼は墓の近くにある4つの彫像を調査した。1体目は風のゼピュロス、西を向く。買い物かごがゼピュロス、西を向く。東を向いているのが秋の象徴である鎌。秋の象徴、兄弟。風の古代史ユーロスで秋の象徴。その2つの像の間にティトゥスとその兄弟。はいはい、ビトゥス。ティトゥス、ビトゥス。誰が強行人の存在が歴史文献にされ、獅子の兜を守り剣を手に取って戦った剣と盾がビトゥス。獅子の兜をかぶった象の頭を発見した。浜辺に一番近い台座に置かれていた。誰かが足で蹴った。台座は傾いたままとなった。ティトゥスの像を蹴飛ばしたってことだよな、つまり。他の家で伐採現しようって書いてるけど、待って待って、歯車マークがなんだかな、これで忘れちゃうな。ロケーション探すやつとこの証拠の使い道を見つける。
Take a shovel and dig.
これは関係ないですか。待って、来てます。はいはいはい、来てます。場再現です。あんたが鎌持ってるよね。僕は鎌を持ってるのはここ。ちょっと待て。東を向いているぞ。西を向いて鎌持ってる。 秋の象徴である鎌を手に東を向いて鎌を持つ。東を向いて、これウエストだからちゃうな。サウス。東を向いて鎌を持つ。待てよ、東を向いて鎌を持つのは違うんだな。で、東を向いて鎌を持つ。西を向いて買い物かご。はい。で、ティトゥス。これがティトゥス。なるほど。秋風と友人に見守られている。秋風が鎌の人やから。よし、ちょっと待ていい。西を向き買い物かごを手に持っている。東を向いているぞ。向きは合っている。その2つの像の間にティトゥスと兄弟ピトゥスと像。ティトゥスは CC 剣を手に取った。ピトゥスは剣と盾合ってる。春にティトゥスが、秋にピトゥスが命を落とした。発掘現場の先が死の兜をかぶった像の頭を発見した。浜辺に一番近い台座に置かれていた。浜辺に一番近い台座に置かれていた。浜辺に一番近い台座で、ビトゥスは近くに眠る。彼は兄弟と秋風に見守られている。浜辺に一番近いのは浜辺どこじゃ。浜辺あっちか。合ってるな。東向いてます？あなた東向いてますね。
You're not even trying, Sherry.
わかった
Concentrate.
わかったわかったわかった。一旦やめよう。浜辺どこ？浜辺そこ。浜辺そこね。あ、おじいさんお帰りなさい。ごゆっくりどうぞ。浜辺に一番近い台座ってこっちかこっちか悩むところやね。じゃあこっちやとしよう。そもそも選択肢なかったわ。あ、ほなこれティトゥスやな。向きはちょっとわからへん。でこっちはこれで合ってる。カマーカマーロンロンカマーロンロン。こっちウエスト西向いてたら秋風は見れへんから、秋風に見守られてる。秋風鎌で合ってるよな。秋の象徴である鎌を手に持っている。じゃあ東向いてる。 東向きはええねんけど、待てよ、東向きやったらどっち道か。でも鎌持ってるやつここに倒れてるからこっちやろう。でティトゥス、兄弟に見守られている。兄弟はせめてこっち向き。
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry.
なる。ちょっと待ってくれ。難しい。西ム。ちょっと待って。一回落ち着こう、一回落ち着こう。風の下級神ゼピロス、秋風に見守られている。秋風に見守られているやったら秋と風でこのどっちもか。その2つの像の間にティトゥスと兄弟ビトゥス。はいはいはいはい。ティトゥスは獅子の剣を手に戦った。その一方でビトゥスは剣と盾を振った。西暦10年の春にビトゥスが秋に次の次が獅子の顔を浜辺に一番近い大豆に誰かがしてきて崖から落としまった。そのためそうは大豆は傾いたままとなっている。ビトゥスは近くに眠る。彼の眠りをそのだけをとするのは注意するがいい。彼は兄弟と秋風に見守る。兄弟と秋風に見守られているっていうのは一旦する。あんた東向いてるわよね。イーストだもんね。であんた西向いてるわよね。であんた浜辺に一番近いわよね。逆に
You're not even trying, Sherry.
Okay. 落ち着け落ち着け。何だ。
It seems everything's in place. Now, let's see what this has to tell us.
でほん
Vitus rests nearby. Beware the one who wishes to disrupt his sleep, for he is guarded by the gazes of his brother and the autumn wind.
兄弟と秋風に見守られている。秋風兄弟、はい兄弟。兄弟。なんかフィンって出る何？フィン言うてんねん。何何の音？視野が狭いのよ。あ、これか。別の音か。で結果こいつじゃないの。結果このおちんちんむき出し銅像じゃないの。関係ないわ。秋風と兄弟に見守られちゃってる。うん。この海岸っぽさない？音楽消えましたけど。ちょっと待って。めちゃめちゃ難しいやん。舐めてましたわ。場面を再現したので墓の場所が明らかになるはずだ。そうなん？
Did the Romans live in amphoras? I see nothing else here.
なんか明らかになってます？でもこれであの人に喋りかけるのが一番いい気がするな。教授。
Is this familiar to you?
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other. But I don't know what you are talking about.
探すマークみたいなやつだな。見てない。なんか光ってんねんな、これ。一旦ちょっと教授
Take a shovel and dig.
お前ぶっ飛ばすぞって。伝えよ。上から見たらみたいな感じ。ここにないとかいうパターンなのに一番やめてな。兄弟と秋風に見守られている。彼めっちゃ向こう見てるよね、なんか。 この音何？空飛んでる。これよな。あ、この後をたどる。あーあー、なんかあるなんかあるなんかある。あー、おやおやおやおやおやおやおやおやおや。先生、なんかあります。
Here is your discovery, Mr. Swift. Hey, look at this.
What have you found? Don't let anyone touch anything there. Eureka! I found you, my friend.
Eh? なんでちょっと離されたん？あ、ちょっと待って、今がチャンスじゃん。今のうちには血の見れんかったやつ見るって感じやな。You are shock! あ、いて空が落ちてくる。なんでこの歌だったかはわからんけど。今です。なぜそう、あれあれ
A box of darts, handy against rodents of all kinds.
ここにも矢がある。個人的な日記。セオドなるほど。
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
動機は十分やな。
Trying to take over my research, are you? I come here to pick up my diary and I find you snooping around. Explain yourself.
Mr. Swift, if that were true, I would have been on my way to the newspaper. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I didn't have a chance to introduce myself properly.
Outrageous! You deceived me, sir. What is the reason for your being here? Who sent you, Mr. Holmes?
Theodore Gilden's premature death brought me here.
Theodore is dead? How can that be possible?
I'm thinking of all the possibilities, and I'm not crossing out anyone who might have been involved. Even his elephant. The land you're excavating belongs to Mr. Gilden, does it not?
Did I hear an accusation? I have nothing to hide. You can ask me whatever nonsense you've prepared as a token of my diminishing respect towards you.
Very well, Mr. Swift. I appreciate your cooperation. Were you at the site this morning?
Affirmative. This project is taking a lot of my time, as you see. I spend more time underground than on the surface.
When did you learn about Theodore's death?
Just now. You just told me.
And you aren't surprised, shocked? I won't tell anyone if you shed a tear or two. Weren't you partners, after all?
We were. And it is a real shame. But I've seen too many deaths in my life, Mr. Holmes, for the news to truly shake me.
When was the last time you saw Mr. Gilden?
A couple of days ago. We discussed the site. I believe in the tomb and its secrets. Theodore's patience was stretched, however. He was already inventing new projects. It wasn't a long conversation. I suppose that his daughter will inherit everything now, along with all of the eccentricities and problems.
And not forgetting Goliath.
Eccentricities and problems, Mr. Holmes. One of many. Will you allow me to return to my research? Or are you insisting on remaining an obstacle?
Oh, I haven't even started yet.
これからでした。
You have a weakness for nostalgia? Or, rather, do you use it to record a list of enemies?
Young man, you need to check your moral compass. Reading another person's diary is a sin in every culture that I can think of.
But you aren't answering the question.
You've already read it. Why bother? I simply record my life to keep my memory clean from misinterpretation. Letters and pages don't lie.
But the writer of the text can. What's with this box of darts? Is it for a scientific argument?
A little darker than that. Rather for killing the kind of rodents that might nibble a nose or a toe in your sleep.
Let's just say I have to protect myself against a larger animal, such as an elephant. Might it be enough to stop it, make it faint?
If I were you, I wouldn't bank on it.
確かに。
With this book, you attempted to plan an attack on the elephant?
Your insinuations are out of place. Goliath is a frightening animal. All I wished to do was to understand the creature. As any scientist would do, I researched, analyzed, and drew conclusions.
And what conclusion did you draw?
That Theodore Gilden made the animal miserable. He couldn't provide the proper environment for the beast. My interest in the subject ended there.
そう苦しめられてると。
As far as I can tell, you're a man of the academic world, so this book about Nabe and Laura is just an empirical study?
What? That nonsense? I'd prefer to lose my eyesight than read such trash.
So, you know nothing about it?
I know nothing. I wish I'd never heard of it in the first place, this caricature of science.
Do I hear traces of envy? You're still relatively young that you might find your own Laura.
Perhaps I envy Nabe, for I cannot simply blow people up for distracting me. That's all. You happy now? Wonderful.
読んでるやないか。
I'm a busy man.
Did this plan cause a rift in your business relationship with Theodore Gilden?
Nothing like that. Admittedly, we didn't share a common vision of what is more important, the past or the future. In my opinion, we can't build a future without knowing the past.
So you wanted to save the tomb of Vitus here, or perhaps your control over the research?
Only the knowledge that rightly belongs to humankind, nothing less and nothing more.
どんどんいい人に見えてきたぞ。ポールは関係ないわな。
Gilden's elephant is quite an unusual addition to Cordona's fauna. What is your scientific opinion on that?
No matter how much Theodore loved it, it still remained a wild animal trapped inside a stone pen. Goliath needs savannas, fields, lakes.
I'm sure that Goliath did not have a plan to kill his owner to head to the savannas. What do you think?
No, animals don't kill in a typical sense. I can only presume that it tried to protect itself from captivity, from Theodore. It was a gilded cage that was predestined to break. I'm a busy man.
You're a busy man. これは関係ないよな。
Moving on. I've nothing to add.
Remember one of the rules? It seems that you didn't return a tool. Is this knife yours?
Do I look like a fellow who carries a knife? I don't need it.
There are plenty of uses for it on the site, and outside of it.
I have other people to cut ropes for me, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes.
I'm a busy man. I'm a busy man.
この辺関係ないもんな。
I'm a busy man. I'm a busy man.
なんか関わりあるやつある？
I've nothing to add. Moving on.
Your partner had a very specific attitude towards the things he treasured. Was this habitual for him?
That would have been too much even for him. Don't get me wrong, he had a harsh temper. Like a true businessman, he was ready to burn his competitors to the ground.
But threatening someone physically would have been something new even for him, am I correct?
Absolutely. Besides, I had never seen him this angry. The fellow who received the letter must have been extremely alarmed.
どっちかというと向こうの方が怪しいぞ。全然もう。
What's with this intricate recruitment process? Pro-British workers charge less?
As a head of this organization, I need to secure a productive environment. It's impossible to do so if there are political differences, especially here, where the native population doesn't support our efforts to find the ancient artifacts.
Decent pay can also stimulate productivity and shut down any political discord. Hadn't you thought of that?
You're young. You have time to fritter and fight with everyone you meet. I don't have such a luxury. Our workers receive enough pay for what they do. So don't start a discussion you know nothing about.
まだあんの?
I've nothing to add. Moving on.
Have you seen this person before? The one beside Imogen Gilden?
No, but he's with Imogen, so I suppose that he's a friend of hers. That girl always has her head in the clouds. I could have said Theodore was different, but that wouldn't have been entirely true.
Away with the fairies, was he?
That's one way of putting it. Either way, I don't know much about Imogen's life or her friends. The type of elite that pretends to be educated.
なるほど。手がかりを精査し答えを導き出そう。皆がゴライアスを教団する。ゴライアスを探そう。せやね。ゴライアスを探そうよって感じだな。像をおびき出すための汗を作ります。マイナス5。はい。これね。リンク。リンク。リンク無理なんですけど。2個までってことか。 で OK。でどうしたらいい？ああ、で調合物か。はい。ガスを溜め込むことができる頑丈な灰色の布地、象の鳴き声も真似るための楽器、動物の気を引く強い匂い。強い匂いけど、発掘現場で人形への布地、他の船に警告を与えるための船の工房にある。